picture. We got sound. This is 3 minutes or more. This is all boxing. This is the final round. Saturday, April 23rd was an afternoon pay-per-view on the East Coast, which I loved. Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ, defended his title against Dillian Whyte at Wembley Stadium in front of 94,000 people. Fury came in lighter than he has in any fight since 2019, and Dillian Whyte, who cried about not having a title shot for so long, finally had his time. For 5 rounds, practically nothing happened until the 6th round. One punch, a sizzling right uppercut from Tyson Fury, ended the night, knocked out Dillian Whyte. Fury's been talking about retirement the last few weeks, yet as soon as the fight was over, into the ring steps Francis Ngannou, the UFC superstar, and they announced some kind of an exhibition fight. Will Tyson Fury retire? He probably won't have another fight this year. With Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua having a rematch supposedly in June or July, I think Tyson Fury is going to look to be the undisputed heavyweight champion, and we'll see him back in the ring. It's only been a week since Errol Spence's spectacular 10th round knockout of Yordenis Ugas, yet 3 days later, he was in the gym training for the Terence Crawford fight. Terence Crawford was also seen in the gym training, and he's also helping Shakur Stevenson prepare for his April 30th fight against Oscar Valdez. I can't say it enough, that's the only fight people want to see in the welterweight division. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I even have a date. How about September 17th of this year? That would be 41 years and 1 day since 2 fighters named Leonard and Hearns met to unify the welterweight title. Boxing is on a big-time roll. Next week, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, and just a few weeks after that, a rematch I can't wait to see. Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano are fighting again to finally figure out who the best fighter at 154 pounds is. Last year, they had a great fight. It was a draw. They recently had a virtual press conference. It got heated.
Who got hurt more? Who got hurt more? Ask him that. Who got hurt for real? I'm going to be dangerous. I'm going to be dangerous. Simple as that. Wait, I'm going to be that Jermell Charlo.
That first fight was so entertaining. This rematch could be one of the fights of the year for 2022. Tank Davis finally spoke out on his contract situation with Floyd Mayweather. Wasn't completely severing ties with Mayweather. He said it was time to stand on his own, whatever that means. We'll see what happens with that. He's scheduled to face off against Rolly Romero on May 28th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. When will people learn to be nicer or have common sense? Especially if you're on a plane with Mike Tyson. Here's a newsflash. If you see Mike Tyson on a plane, maybe you should leave him alone. I'm just saying. One of the greatest fighters to ever step foot in the ring, Alexis Arguello, would have turned 70 years old on April 20th. Arguello is one of the many great fighters I got to grow up and watch every single weekend on free TV. I grew up watching Arguello, Jeff Chandler, Matthew Saad Muhammad, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, all these great fighters fighting every weekend. One of the first Arguello fights I ever saw was when he faced off against Boom Boom Mancini. It was a great fight. Arguello ended up knocking out Mancini late, but what always stuck out with me is what a gentleman Arguello was, and it wasn't an act. The fight was over, he hugged Ray, he gave him words of encouragement, and this is how Alexis was. Arguello was a 3-division champion, had some great fights. Happy birthday, Alexis Arguello, you're missed. 3 minutes is up, that's my time. The final round for this week is done. Make sure to check out FightHype every day for all things boxing. And don't forget, every week I'm back with a new episode of The Final Round.